So I want to talk to you about AdSense, YouTube money, that is really, really risky. And a lot of people don't know about this and no one is really talking about it. And I actually shot a video recently highlighting a YouTuber that has really started to blow up. And the name of the channel is DoDash. And she's celebrating these really amazing wins, which I'm celebrating with her. Don't get me wrong. I am extremely happy for anyone that is making money on YouTube. But someone that's been doing this now for over 15 years, I've built multiple channels on the back of YouTube, some 6 and 7 figures. And actually one of them, we just crossed 100,000 subscribers. The name of the channel is Brand Creators. If you want to look it up, go for it. But I'm sharing this because I want to help people. And I got really a lot of good, positive feedback from that video, but I also got a few people that were like, oh, you're just bashing someone. And I'm like, well, you must not have watched the video because that's not what I was doing. What I was doing was I was sharing this. And I actually got my whiteboard with me today because, well, it was kind of a lousy day out. And I said, you know what? I want to get this message out. So I'm going to go ahead where it's nice and quiet and just go in the Jeep. So here we are. All right. I'm going to walk through this right now because a lot of YouTubers don't realize this, especially the ones that have maybe never seen this happen before. And what I'm talking about is you start to make money through YouTube ads, AdSense, all right? And that money is going to fluctuate. I know firsthand on our channel, Brand Creators, that has made over $50,000 in the last 12 months. And you can see that I'm going to put a screenshot up here. You can see that the revenue fluctuates, okay? You could be a $6,000 a month, then you could be a $3,000 a month. It fluctuates. That's why I never, ever rely on that money. What I do, though, is I build out my own assets, all right? And I'm going to walk you through this right here. Now, this is also something that I've been using for, like I said, the last 15 years. I've learned it by trial and error. And it's just, to me, it's business, marketing, but it doesn't have to be evil. Some people think like, oh, Scott, you're just thinking about how you're going to make money. Isn't that why a lot of these YouTubers are doing it? For example, DoDash. She is making good money right now. She had a month for $6,000. She just posted she did a $7,000 a month. She's doing it because she's making money from it. She's inspiring people, but let's be real. The truth is she's doing it because she's making money. All right. And yes, she wants to continue to do it. Does the money help her continue to do what she's doing? Absolutely. Like we've all heard this, that if you think about money as a tool to help you create more good in the world, then we can't argue that. All right. We can't argue that. So I just want you to know, like, this is just being strategic in a way that we're protecting ourselves. So this way here, we can continue to do it. I put $100,000 roadmap because that's what I look at this as, is like, okay, how can we get this thing to a 6-figure business? And how can we continue to create and help people and maybe not have a 9-to-5 job? I'm not saying that's going to be possible for everyone, because if you are planning on leaving your 9-to-5 and you are just going to rely on AdSense, I'm here to warn you. I'm here to warn you because, well, I had someone in the comments that said they were monetized for, I believe it was 2 or 4 years, and then they got demonetized and they lost all their earnings, like literally overnight. So it can totally happen, and I've seen it happen. And I don't want to happen to you. If I got demonetized on my Brand Creators channel, I would still be making a significant amount of money. All right. I am not relying on that AdSense money, and I don't think anyone should. All right. So I'm shooting this just to kind of, number one, warn you, but also I want to show you the plan. Also, by the way, this is on my whiteboard. I actually have this in a 18-page guide. If you want a copy of that, it is free. And if you, in the comments, just put 100K and I'll send you a copy of that. It's 18 pages. And yeah, you could just go ahead and go through my process. I also talk about content creation. I go through everything in here that I follow and that I've been following now for the last 15 years. All right. So let's get into it. The very first thing is the attention. Okay. And that's what DoDash is doing. That's what any YouTuber is doing. Any new YouTuber is doing. You're doing something to get attention. Now, I had some people that said, Scott, you're chasing the clout of another YouTuber. Listen, there's been so many people in the past that name drop, right? Why wouldn't you do that as a smart thing? I basically am looking at, okay, someone's getting attention. How can I add value? And that's what I did. And I'll tell you right now, everyone that's watched that video or that's commented on that video, it's been positive. All right. So that shows me that I'm doing something positive. I'm not just piggybacking off of someone because of a name. I mean, if you're not doing that, you should be doing that. Find a person in your industry that is doing good and then add value to them, add value to their audience, add value to that, to people that are watching the video, but might have been something missing that you can add. That's been happening for years. So that's a smart thing. But regardless, you want to get attention in your market, okay? In the niche that you're in, all right? The second part of this is the relationship. And that's me showing up here. That's DoDash showing up every single day for her subscribers, right? For her subscribers that she's adding value. And guess what? People are looking forward to it. People enjoy her attitude, her uplifting personality, her faith in God, like all of the things that she's about, people are gravitating to her. So she's getting attention and then she's building the relationship. Now, over here, this is kind of like what we should be doing. This part here, this email part is missing for a lot of people. All right. It's something that needs to be done. And if you're not, I want you to imagine this for a second. Okay. And even if DoDash is watching this video or one of her audience, subscribers, whatever, I want you to think about this. Let's say, for example, you have 50,000 subscribers. Okay. You have 50,000 subscribers. And I want you to imagine that you wake up one morning and you find out that your account has been suspended or even worse, banned. Don't think that can happen? Oh, it can happen. Trust me. All right. Now, if that happens, what's going to happen to you? So what would she do if she woke up tomorrow and found out she couldn't upload any more videos? What would happen? It'd be awful. That would suck. Your life would go from here, you're on a high, to whoa, you're way down here now, like down here. You're feeling awful because you lost your audience. And YouTube has control of that. I had one comment that wasn't good that basically was saying, how dare you, bring her down? I'm not bringing her down. I'm just like, if this was my son, if this was my daughter, I would be like, listen, you better start doing this. You better start doing this right here. You better start building that email list. Like I would tell that to my closest family member. Like this is me just trying to help, okay? Because I've been doing this for years and I've seen bad things happen and I see people think that they're going to replace their 9-to-5 and then all of a sudden you leave that 9-to-5 and you lose your audience or you get demonetized and all you're relying on is AdSense. All right. And there's not enough talk about this topic. And that's why I'm doing this video. All right. So email, what does that mean? You need to start building the email list. So if something happens, you have that as an asset. And it's another way that you can show up for people without having an algorithm in the way, right? There's algorithm updates all the time. Your videos might be doing great right now, but guess what? In a month, they might do an algorithm update. I've seen it happen. All of a sudden, you're not getting the reach you used to be getting. Okay, that sucks, right? Email, we can send out an email and let them know about a video. Or we can let them know, we've got another channel that we are on and you can go check us out over there. Or you can go to our website, whatever, right? It's also a great way to do this stuff down here, which we're going to talk about down here. Wasn't in view there. So the email list, how do you do that? I actually shot a whole video on that. I'll link that up in the description if you're interested in going through that. I walk you through the entire process, but very similar to what I did right here, okay? I have a piece of value that I can give you in exchange for your email address. Now, I am not going to sell you the minute you get on my email list. Now, are there going to be ways down the road that you can support the channel? Whether that's go to one of my videos. A lot of times people think like you promoting your stuff or even like paid stuff, that's the only way that you're getting paid from your subscribers. No, your subscribers are paying with their time. Right now, you're watching this video, you're paying me with your time. And I appreciate that. So if you have an email list, you drive people over to your YouTube video in that video, there might be a way for that person to, I don't know, buy one of your products or buy an affiliate product that you're promoting. Or maybe you have a sponsorship that now you have an email list and then they say, hey, will you send out an email for me? I'll pay you $1,000. That's happened to me, guys. Okay. It's possible and it's real, but it happens because of that. I recently, in this video, just a few minutes ago, said, if you want this guide, you can put in the comments 100K and I'll send it to you. Well, what I'm going to do is I would send you a link. You'll click on that link, you'll enter your name and email address, and then you'll be on my email list. You can unsubscribe at any time. But my goal is to make it so you're getting extreme amount of value from me every time that I send an email. Okay? So it's not just about selling you, it's about building the relationship deeper. All right? So it's all about building that relationship deeper. And I can do that and I can control that with that asset. Okay? Now, these are all the different ways that we can make money. We can monetize, not just with ad revenue. Now, yes, the first part, YouTube ads, that's your AdSense. The second part is affiliate products. So if there's something like right now, I'm using this, it's a lav mic, it's the DJI. I have a link in my description. If you want to use this style of mic because you're a YouTuber, go in my description and you will see links to the stuff that I'm using. And then if you go through that link, I will get paid a small commission. That's how it works. Right? Pretty simple. All right. So that's how you can do that. Sponsors. I mentioned that a minute ago. Okay. Once you get an audience, whether it's on a YouTube video or an email, I know a guy right now who sends out an email once a week on a Saturday, and he gets paid anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 for someone to be mentioned in the email. Okay. In the email from an audience that he built on another platform. Okay. So email, extremely powerful. I keep going back. That's why I have that in red. But that's the other way, right? Sponsors. Or someone could sponsor a YouTube video. Okay. And say, hey, if you mention me in your video, give me a little shout out or promote a product, I'll pay you $500. I'll pay you $1,000. That's a way that you can get paid for creating your content. All right. Now, into courses. That's the fourth way. A lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want to build a big course. You don't have to. You can do these little mini workshops. I've done plenty of these. You can charge $27. You can charge $97. If you have something to give value that you can teach to someone that you're helping them with something, whether it's a problem or it's something that they want to achieve, people will pay that. It's like, imagine having a crafting workshop. Maybe you're someone that does pottery and you want to do a pottery workshop on the weekend. People would come and pay you, right? Well, you can do this online now. You can do it through various ways. You can use Zoom. Okay. So that's what you can do there is you can create courses or little workshops, as I like to call them, and then memberships. Now, one mistake that I see people making is they're using membership platforms like YouTube, let's say. All right. Now I have a YouTube membership on my other channel, Brand Creators. And I did that because it was easy. But I also was a little reluctant to do that because I know that if my account got shut down, those members would get shut down. So I did it because the thing that I was promoting at the time, I wanted to keep it on YouTube. But I've had several memberships off of the platform, and that's what I would recommend. You can also use like Patreon, any of those other ones, or you can just use your own site. Okay. But memberships is another way that you can generate money from the audience if you're delivering value on a regular basis. All right. So these are all the different ways, okay, to follow what I call my 100K roadmap. This has actually generated me 6 and 7 figures. Brand Creators, that other channel, has done well over 7 figures, multiple years, by the way, and continues to grow. So this stuff here works. I wanted to shoot this video because after I posted that last video, I realized a lot of people don't talk about this. Even the YouTube gurus out there, they don't talk about it. They only talk about what people want, which is necessarily getting the views so they can get to monetization. But they don't talk about the risks in that and building out the other things because they feel like, well, if I mention all this stuff down here, people will get overwhelmed. You don't have to do it all right now. You start with YouTube ads and then affiliate stuff, then some sponsors, and then some courses. You don't have to do it all at once. But I would start doing this immediately, building that email list. All right. And again, I I have a full training that I did for free on a YouTube video, and you can watch it. I walk you through how exactly I do it. And again, if you want this here in an 18-page guide, you can jump on my email list and you can just put 100K in the comments and I'll send you a copy of that. Like I said, it's about 18 pages long. There's also a video that goes along with it because I actually did a live stream. Now, I know a lot of people think you got to have a big, massive audience in order to make this work. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. And I actually shot a video right here that shows you how I started my first YouTube channel with just 1,000 subscribers and how I turned that into my first 6-figure online business. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.